what is the best way to book your overnight stays if you're backpacking across Costa Rica. Or maybe you're just looking for something interesting, something remote, or something beautiful, like or an interesting place, well, like this Hobbit house. The best way, in my opinion, to book your overnight stays is, well, at an Airbnb, because you can practically find Airbnbs, well, like this, in some of the most remote places in all of Costa Rica, or dab smack right in the center of the city. So an Airbnb in Costa Rica, there are some cultural differences. So I'm going to show you one or two, and I'll make time to point out some of those cultural differences. But an Airbnb is the way to go. Let's find out more.
Today, we'll spend the night at an interesting Airbnb in Costa Rica. It has great mountain views, a beautifully landscaped yard filled with a lot of bird songs and hummingbirds buzzing right by you. It even has a small pool, so you can cool off after returning from the beach, which is only an hour away. This is a pet-friendly, air-conditioned, one-bedroom, one-bath rental with a huge open outdoor living space from which to enjoy mountain views and relaxing sunsets. This Airbnb is located on the outskirts of San Isidro, Costa Rica. In my opinion, San Isidro is a great location if you're scouting out places to live in the Paris-Zeledon area, because it has everything you need, from hospitals to easy and convenient shopping at the only Walmart located south of the metropolitan area of San Jose. If you're visiting Costa Rica to enjoy tourism and nature, then you're only 30 minutes away from Mount Charapo, Costa Rica's tallest point and a great place for hikers and bird-watching enthusiasts. This Google map shows you some of the many tourist destinations that are within 30 to 90 minutes away. Some of the more popular tourist locations are Dominical Beach, Now Yaca Waterfalls, which in my opinion is the most beautiful waterfall in Costa Rica, or it's been the best one I've seen so far, and I've seen a lot. Manuel Antonio is a great nature reserve where you'll get to see monkeys, sloths, and a lot of other Costa Rican wildlife. You don't want to miss out on seeing the whale's tail in Uvita as well. You can quickly and easily access a lot of places if you make this Costa Rica Airbnb your base camp for a few days. So let's go. When you arrive, you'll want to back into the driveway, and your host is very good at helping you get into the gated property, complete with security cameras, which will keep you and your belongings safe while you're visiting Costa Rica. The first thing you'll probably notice is the grand entry up to your vacation rental. The property has beautiful cemented rock paths so you can enjoy the gardens as well. A good place to enjoy watching and listening to the many birds on this property is the huge open outdoor living area. The gardens have fruit trees and flowers that attract birds and some wildlife. I enjoyed watching the hummingbirds. Costa Rica is home to many different species of hummingbirds, and I could probably spend the whole day watching these amazing creatures as I sip on a fresh cup of coffee. But I missed out on the iguana I was told about that is often in the nearby trees. Which, by the way, speaking of coffee, The host has everything you need in the outdoor kitchen and provides some great Costa Rican coffee so you can relax in the hammock or watch the sunset behind the beautiful mountain views. The evening at this location has the perfect temperatures, and I enjoyed the ambience provided by the kitchen lights. Other areas did have motion detected lights, which was really nice, so you didn't have to look for the light switches. One cultural thing worth noting that I've noticed about Airbnbs in Costa Rica, which is different from other B&Bs you may have stayed in elsewhere, is a lot of premium Airbnbs provide a fridge full of refreshments, fruit, snacks, and a few other complimentary items. I've not seen that as the norm in Costa Rica yet. Some rentals do supply a few things, but it's usually items supplied by your host, which is normally for sale. So you'll want to make sure you clarify with your host in advance so you don't end up eating or drinking something you didn't know you'd have to pay for later. The bedroom has a large, comfortable bed and is air conditioned. That is a nice extra, as many rentals in this area don't have AC because the temperature in San Isidro, Costa Rica is fairly comfortable for most locations. The side table next to the bed is equipped with a few games for your enjoyment, and the bookshelf has some interesting reading material too. And because this place has good internet, I relaxed by watching some of my favorite channels on YouTube. So, if games and books are not your thing, you'll be able to stream Netflix or surf some of your favorite internet sites. When I did an internet speed test, my phone showed 11 megs of download with 10 megs of upload, and that's pretty good for this area. The bathroom is spacious, and now is another good time to inform you of an interesting cultural side note you may not be aware of. For most of Costa Rica, when you enter a bathroom, you'll usually see signs that say, discard all your toilet paper in the trash, and please do not flush anything. This is very common in Costa Rica and can be a smelly and nasty cultural shock. However, you're in luck because you will not have to experience that unpleasantry at this Airbnb. The host built this rental knowing guests from places outside of Costa Rica would come to enjoy her beautiful location. Entering the shower, you'll get to experience a little bit of Costa Rican culture. A large shower with a typical Costa Rican hot water shower head, commonly called by foreigners as a suicide shower. But don't let the name scare you. These shower heads are safe and are used by the majority of Costa Ricans. However, the trick to many of these shower heads is to begin turning the water on slowly. Many times you can hear the sound of the shower head coming on, and then you can gradually increase the flow of water until you're happy with the temperature. After getting cleaned up, this place does have a really nice barbecue area with a large bench-type table so you can enjoy your meal and drinks while taking in the views. This Airbnb in San Isidro, Costa Rica has some great views. It's centrally located, and the host does provide some good Costa Rican coffee. This is a nice place to unwind after enjoying some of what Costa Rica has to offer. The link to this Airbnb is in the description below. You may need to click on the Show More section to see everything in the description. The most challenging thing I've discovered when reserving an Airbnb is finding the exact location. However, I've made that easy for you by giving you the exact location with a Waze link in the members only community. Make sure to go there now and get the Waze link with some behind the scenes footage and information you'll most definitely want to know about for this Airbnb. We do our best to save you money while helping you learn everything you need to know so you can enjoy life in Costa Rica. Click to subscribe and make sure you hit the notification bell. Let me know how you enjoyed this video and if you would like to see other great Airbnbs in Costa Rica.